EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Another big gain or two in succession as this one goes for 32.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On play action, they'll throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Broncos! Are on the board here first in the season opener. this one away, and off it goes. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. They start the drive with a give to Allen. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Now a carry for Allen. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They stay on the ground with Allen. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. This is 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Past the 20. And they can't bring him down. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Mike Evans, 42 yards. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
At the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They run the counter. Henley to the 43, 2nd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He finds his man complete. It's Newton. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Back to throw again. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game. And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Into space at the 45. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Allen. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they'll run on 3rd down with Charbonnet. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it. This is Allen. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
Now Allen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a 2nd and 2. They'll run with Allen, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. Touchdown, Bengals! Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's going to be caught by Pitts. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
That's good for our Denver Broncos. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos have regained the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. He'll look to throw. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Eckler now between the tackles. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Well, let's see. And the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll try and throw for it here. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it up. And the Bengals are going to get the football back at their own 17.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Well, the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marvin Mims, as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point splits the uprights. These guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. the give. Here's Charbonnet. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Now a give right side. It's Allen. That's some strong running. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As soon as he leaped down and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Distance was never an issue, not in this mile-high air, but it doesn't matter what elevation you're at if you don't put it on target. And this one kind of takes off on him.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Broncos are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. Has a touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And
nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. They'll keep it on the ground. Allen, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Bengal first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
This is swung out to Eckler.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Bengals.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
They'll set up a throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On play action, they'll throw.
He'll air this one out for Mims. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 11 now. Mims in motion right.
Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Newton. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll look to throw again. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 15. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. So from the 22 here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Now back to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 3rd down, it's Allen, and he is going to lose yardage here. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one's going to wind up incomplete. The Bengals trying, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win.
but a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
On second down, it's Allen. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
119 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down now. It's Allen, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
48-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock.
They've got his man complete. And all the way home for a Bronco score. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Broncos are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Out of the gun now on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this fourth down call.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Broncos, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.